Oh heck yeah. We live in today. NaNoWriMo is in like literally like 12 hours and I've been freaking out for like the past whole week. Today's Halloween actually. One of my least favorite days of the year. Not only because kids just swarm to my house for no reason, but also because writing begins at midnight. Also, do y'all like my coat? Better like it because I love this coat. It's just like this cool camo jacket and I've worn it like every single day. I'm gonna wear this every day of NaNoWriMo and you ain't even gonna be able to see me. Where is he? I don't know. So, of course, we're doing a book haul today. It's fine. I have 15 books to chat with you about today. Haul, yeah, boy. Okay, let's do it. The first book that I have to chat with you about today is Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Seanan McGuire. I don't actually know how to say that. It reminds me of Lizzie McGuire. Is it her mom? I don't know. This book is the sequel to Every Heart a Doorway, which I just recently read in like a day or two, and it was really, really good. They're so short. They're a little bite of fantasy. I know this is more of a companion type series where we follow different characters from different points in their story. Basically, the general idea of this series is that kids going to a new magical world, then they all get sent to this school and it's just a bunch of like really cool kids that have like these really cool like magical worlds they've been to. It's really interesting in that way. I don't know who this book follows or what's gonna go down because I don't really know how we could continue from the end of book 1, but no spoilers. The next book is a book that I recently read. By recently, I mean like 2 months ago. Oh, I think I gave it a 4 stars as well. It's fine. George by Alex Gino. This book follows a girl named George who was born a boy. It's like really lighthearted, like surprisingly lighthearted for like a book that's dealing with something like this heavy. Their school is having this big play for Charlotte's Web. Everybody keeps telling her that Charlotte is a girl part and that she isn't allowed to be in that part. And it's really emotional and it's like really real. It's the first time I've ever read a book that like deals with like this amount of gender identity issues and like the struggle of finding yourself through that, which I really enjoyed. It was very, very unique in that way, at least for me reading this book. Who's next? Oh heck yeah, this is another book I've already read. This book is one of my favorites from the year that I recently read, and that is Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. I love this book so much. I love Leigh Bardugo. She's never failed me. Basically, this book is about Wonder Woman. We're just chilling on the Mascara and then all of a sudden like everybody starts dying and then like we find out that there's this girl there that's like not supposed to be there and like she crashed on a ship and then we save her and then the island is gonna die so we have to leave and then we team up on this epic journey and we do like so much stuff and it was so funny and like so cool. I love this book so much. Like it was very cinematic to me. Like I just like could see it. One of my favorites of the year for sure. Oh, look who we have next. This is a book that I told myself that I wasn't gonna buy for the longest time. Like literally the longest time. When it was first announced, I laughed and was like, okay, that's funny. I made jokes about it on Twitter. I made fun of it on Snapchat. And then on release day, and I was like, let's go get it. And so I went to the store and they didn't have it. But then I turned the corner and they did have it and I freaked out and I didn't know what to do and then I bought it and that's Tower of Dawn by Sarah J Maas. I've made fun of this book for so long. Like literally so long I've been making fun of this book, saying that it was so unnecessary and that Cha Woo was an idiot. I feel like it was messy and thrown on and I didn't understand how like your 30-page novella just like grew by 700 pages. I haven't seen any bad reviews for this book, but then again, I haven't seen any good reviews for this book. This book is just like over here in its own little thing. I don't know what people think about it. I have seen no reviews. Did anybody read this? Let's be real. Did anyone read this? I didn't see anything about it. Will I read it? I don't know. I still need to read Empire of Storms. Who am I kidding? Ooh, the next book I have is a book that I received in a recent unboxing I did, and that is The Rattled Bones by S.M. Parker. I kind of match the book. Like, where is it? I don't know. I got this book in an unboxing, and it sounds really spooky. Halloween is today, but also NaNoWriMo is in a few hours, so I just can't even think about picking up any book. Basically, there's like this ghost that like gets up on this girl. I think her dad dies or something. I don't actually remember. But then some boy is like, yo, girl, we gonna go get this ghost together. And then they fight the ghost or like get the ghost or like something like that. And it's annotated, so that's a plus. Hello, it's me. Y'all like my Halloween costume? Ooh, the next 6 books were all books I received from Fierce Reads, and these are all ARCs, so they're not out yet. The first book that they sent me was Let's Talk About Love by Claire Kahn. I recently read this book and I loved it so much. I gave it a 5 stars. One of my favorite books of the year. One of my favorite contemporaries of all time. It was so good and so short, so that's always a plus. And this doesn't even come out till January of 2018. This book follows an asexual main character. When her girlfriend finds out about this, she breaks up with her. Petty girl. Ooh, fight me. She works at a library, she's in college, and then she meets this guy, and then they start like liking each other. It's like, it's so good. I loved it so so much. It's so short too. Like, what the frick? When it comes out in January, please pick it up. Like, it was one of my favorites of the year, and you'll see more about it in my wrap-up. The next book I got, The Greed by Scott Bergstorm. This is a book that is like a sequel to another book that I haven't heard of or read, but apparently it's really good because it says so on the back. I think this is something to do with like spies and like some futuristic city. I don't know because the back of this is the synopsis for book 2, but like I haven't read book 1, so I don't really know anything they're talking about. Look at the cover. Isn't it pretty? Check out this series. I don't know what else to say because I don't know what book 1 is about, but look how pretty. Oh, heck yeah. The next book we got is a book by somebody with my same name. It's White Rabbit by Caleb Roehrig. Nice name, boy. Wow, that's such a nice name. Get it? Because my name's Caleb. Okay. This book sounds like a whirlwind of a time. Basically, this girl like straight up murders her boyfriend, and then like her brother and his ex find her, and they're like, what the frick? You killed this boy. That's all I know. I'm sorry, that was really bad, but like it sounds interesting. The next one is just like low-key the 13 Reasons Why girl. Like, what the frick? This book is called Losing Leah by Tiffany King. Basically, this book is about a girl that gets like low-key kidnapped, and it follows like her family as they struggle with that, and I think about the sister, and everybody thinks that like she's dead, but she's really just like chilling in like a bunker or something. Sounds interesting. I'm really sorry, I don't know how to pitch books. Speaking of pitching, Pitch Dark by Courtney Alamanera. This one is about space and like a crew, and like when you scream in space, nobody can hear you. Look how pretty that cover is though. Like, whoa. Like their worlds collide and there's enemies. Kind of reminds me of Illuminae just because like 2 people in space. Alright, the last book that was sent to me from Fierce Read is called Ink, Iron, and Glass by Gwendolyn Clare. This book reminds me so much of City of Bones, and I was thinking how much this book reminded me of City of Bones, and then I noticed that the author's last name was Clare. I see what you're doing, Cassandra. You got a pseudonym? You just publishing your same book with a different name? This book follows this girl. Magic in this book, like you can just write something and like it comes true. Like it's called scriptology, and so you can just like make a new world all of a sudden. So her mother gets kidnapped and taken to like this new world, and so this girl finds out she has a special power for scriptology. Reminds me of rune drawing. I don't know. It's fine. Then she has to find her mother, and she like gets thrown into like this whole new world called the Shadowhunter world. Am I the only one who sees these connecting? Is this literally City of Bones or what? Like maybe I'll love this book because it'll literally be like, here comes Chase Mayland. Alright, the next book that I got is another book that I got in an unboxing I did, and that is Blackbird of the Gallows by Meg Castle. Okay, so this book also sort of reminds me of City of Bones because like there's this town and they live in, and then like there's a tragedy, like a mom getting kidnapped and like drugged and like taken away. Supernatural things start to happen, like a demon being inside of her house. I don't know. Maybe just like I love Cassandra Clare so much that like I'm just like really reaching for it. But like this is City of Bones, and so was the last one. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. Okay, the next book I have is a book I'm really excited for, and is like really gorgeous too. And that is The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo. 2 new Leigh Bardugo books in 1 book haul. I can't believe it. I'm so lit. Oh my goodness. Got illustrations on like literally every page. It's basically just a bunch of short stories that take place in the Grisha world. This has been pitched as like the stories they heard growing up, like their folk tales and stuff. If I ever need my Grisha fix, I'll pick this up. Actually, I'll probably pick up Crooked Kingdom because it's like literally been a year and I still haven't picked that book up yet. Fake fan, I know. I'm sorry. I'm just not ready. I'm not emotionally there. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Okay, we have 2 more books. Oh, thank God. I'm sweating so much in this jacket, but I just love it so much I don't want to take it off. Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I posted a vlog of me going to get this book, and I was saying that I didn't know how I was gonna feel and that planning on updating, and I did. I updated on like so many social medias, but people keep asking me in the comments and everywhere like how I felt about this book, but like I posted a review, like I posted it on like several places. Like why aren't people like listening to me? I did like this book. I gave it a 5 stars. Okay, you can stop asking how I felt about this book. Like the pitch of this book was weird, and now that I've read this book, I don't even know how to pitch it. Like I don't even know what it's about, and I've read the whole thing. Like how do I sum this up? Just go into it blind, I feel like. Maybe that's just me being lazy and not wanting to like describe how like weird and complicated it is, but it's a really good book. Very real, and it's got really good mental illness rep, so tight. Now I Rise by Kirsten White. Started reading Ain't I Darken, and I was like 30 pages in. I was like, this is so good. I'm gonna love this series. And then I was in the store, and I saw how pretty this was, and I was being self-destructive that day, and I was like, oh, How can I not? So I bought it. I was like not feeling Anti-Darken anymore, so I put it down. Now I have book 2. This is the sequel to Anti-Darken. This basically follows Vlad the Impaler, except she's gender bent to be a woman. And from the 30 pages I read, I really enjoyed it and thought it was really cool and dark. So I recommend, I don't know what I'm saying. I can't even recommend this series. I'm not even reading it. But that's all the books. Should we hold up the books for the thumbnail or should we just leave? I'm just gonna go. I always joke and say this is my least favorite part, but this is actually my least favorite part because like I always like get hurt. Okay, let's do it. Problem is that there are 50 million arcs, so that means they're gonna spill everywhere because I don't normally buy paperback, but here we are with 50 million paperbacks. Okay. I'm not sweating a lot. So these are all the books that I've acquired. You're nasty and you need Jesus. It's fine. No, it's like actually really fine. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe.